What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another adventure with Dan. Today we are in the river, as you can see, trying our luck with a little fly fishing. I'm a super mega ultra beginner at fly fishing, so more or less I'm out here just practicing my fundamentals, my casting, trying not to fall while waiting. I recently caught my first fish on the fly line last week. That was with a guide though, so this is solo Daniel trying to catch a fish. This river is known for being very technical and very high pressure because of how many people fish here. And I thought, since I'm a beginner, you know, what better place to try than the hardest place. So my hopes aren't too high, but I do want to get better at casting and just figuring out the depth of water. And I brought a pack with me this time with extra flies and some tippet, so I can actually practice tying flies on the side of the river instead of just going back to the car every time. So I'm gonna pick a spot over here. This actually looks really nice. And then I'm gonna get the fish. I'm gonna go over to the side so I can actually walk better. Get over to the spot that I want to give to you. I'm gonna try and get this spot right here in front of these rocks. See what I can find in there. I think the scariest thing about waiting when the water's really not that clear is just, oh my gosh, just not knowing where it gets deeper and where it's shallow. It's so scary because I know what it's like before. I just don't want to fall in again. There's the bottom. What a tease, thinking you got a fish, but you just got the bottom. Try to make a little journey over there. See if we can get our fly free. Alright, so I just lost a fly. Got snagged on the bottom. I'm gonna go over here and tie on a new one real quick. Slowly make my journey across, and then we'll see if I can tie on a new rig real fast and then start fishing this spot some more. Well, I was just about to walk away. Look what I found. It's another fly. I'm not sure what this is, but we'll put it in the pouch. You know what I'm saying? Alrighty, I made it back over to the side over here. Now I'm just gonna see if I can tie another fly on here real quick. Still got one on there, but the one on the end came off. Just gonna tie a new one on there. Got my handy dandy pouch. Everything in here is a nymph, so it's just gonna sink below the water to where the fishy are. And like I said, I'm a super beginner to fly fishing. I love spin fishing, where you just cast and reel and eventually catch some luck, catch a fish. And I've been spin fishing in rivers, and I've been having some luck catching trout. But apparently the big thing to catch trout is fly fishing. I also got these cool little clippers. These are my brothers. We're not gonna litter either. We're gonna put that in our pouch, throw it away later. But trout apparently love flies and aquatic bugs. And the way to do that is through fly fishing, which sounds very similar just to regular fishing, but it's very technical, very hard. So if anybody's watching that only spins fish and just now hearing about fly fishing, it's pretty cool. Very challenging though. I feel that spin fishing is very simple. You kind of just tie a lure on, maybe a worm, cast out there and hope for the best, start reeling. But fly fishing is more about presentation, depth of the water, the flies that you're giving them, the size of the fly. These trout are very picky. But I got another one tied on, so we got two more on now. Fairly easy. I'm gonna walk a little bit further towards the rocks, see if there's any trouts hanging out, and see if I can finally catch something. All right. Minute to our next little spot here. Let's see if we can catch some fishy right here. Ah. Man, that indicator will trick you, dude. It goes right under you. You think to yank. All right, my GoPro overheated when I was over there at the river. No fish. I got one on a fly. Tried to set it. I think I pulled it out of his mouth, to be honest with you, the way I set it. That's okay. I'm still learning. It gave me a lot of hope that I can actually still catch fish. It was actually really cool. I saw him come out of the water and everything. It was, oh my God, you should have heard me out loud. I was so excited but upset. And then I would keep fishing, but my leader's kind of destroyed. I accidentally cut off a really long piece of it, and I keep trying to tie tippet to the end of it to make a new leader, but it just keeps breaking every time I do. I'm gonna go and cook some lunch. I'm gonna drive down, get another spot near the river so I can cook a little burger. All right, now we are at the spot for some lunch. This place is pretty insane, by the way. In a canyon here. It's beautiful. All right, just a simple cheeseburger on the Blackstone today. Little ground beef chuck. I'm gonna go ahead and get it seasoned up. I got my patties all balled up. Just a little salt, pepper, garlic powder, and cayenne. Nothing too crazy. Gonna throw a little olive oil on my Blackstone. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw my patties on. I got my press. This is my lunchtime dance. I'm excited for food. Not looking too bad. Go ahead, give this bad boy a flip. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, those burgers are gonna cook real fast, so I'm gonna get my buns toasted up. Got a little butter, a little sesame bun. Alrighty, patties are looking good. Got my buns toasting right here a little bit. I'm gonna rotate them. Just gonna throw a little American cheese on there. Go ahead, throw it on there. You know, I'm not normally a double cheese type guy, but got a little Dr. Peter drink. We've got a beautiful looking burger. But first, we need some ketchup. A little ketchup on that bad boy. I'm gonna sit right here and enjoy this view. As always, thank you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna slowly get better with my fly fishing. Hopefully I'll catch a fish soon for you guys to see. I'm gonna finish enjoying my lunch right here. With the beautiful water. Until next time, we'll have another adventure out here somewhere.